Morning, Nigerians. I'm going to talk about the incident that took place yesterday when a Nigerian woman, was beheaded by a group of street urchins in the city of Kano yesterday. Religious fundamentalism in Nigeria has assumed a very dangerous dimension, and something needs to be done before it is too late. The indiscriminate killings and barbarism in the north of Nigeria is a crime against humanity, for which majority of northern elites are criminally culpable with their usual silence and inaction whenever it happens. The barbaric beheading yesterday of a Nigerian woman in the city of Kano, a city with a notoriety for religious crudity, was a sad day for freedom in Nigeria, as it reminded me of my own personal experience in 1991 in the same city, when a group of crazy and ignorant religious bigots and street urchins, fueled by the roguery of an outlaw Islamic fundamentalist ideology, attacked me with the intention of killing me because they believed I was an infidel who deserved not to live, for allegedly being anything but a Muslim, without them giving me an opportunity to state whether or not I was one. I accuse the elites of the north of Nigeria today, just as I accused them in 1991 of their complicity in these heinous crimes. I also accuse their state governments and some of their emirs and Islamic scholars, some of whom are rogues, of tacit complicity in the crimes, based on their usual criminal silence or feeble condemnations of it, if at all, whenever these barbaric incidents happened before now, even in their own immediate domains and spheres of authority, and because the perpetrators of the killings are youths who they feed and use for various slavish domestic work, and who have been programmed for hate for others, and are therefore ready to do anything they are told by them, including killing those they consider as Kafirs in their mass killing, otherwise known as mutunci in the local language. They celebrate this mutunci after every day of destruction of people that they believe are not supposed to be alive because they are not Muslims. The people who are doing this are not real Muslims. They don't even know God. The involvement of the elites and the tacit support had always been an incentive for the continuity of the indiscriminate and senseless killings of fellow Nigerians in the name of God and religion, that made it difficult for anyone to become arrested or prosecuted for murder in accordance with the laws of the land before this latest display of abject crudity of beheading a woman, a mother, and a Nigerian in her own country and not in Saudi Arabia by a group of crazy street urchins that they refer to as dankwayas, who know next to nothing about God beyond bigotry and hypocrisy. Nigeria belongs to us all, and every Nigerian has a constitutional guarantee of rights to a set of basic freedom, including the freedom of choice of religion, association, and expression, without encumbrances. These are rights that God Almighty Himself holds sacrosanct and which all men must respect while expressing their own individual or group rights without the need to resort to violence. God did not appoint Muslims, Christians, Rastas, Hindus, or any religious group for that matter to fight for Him because He is able to do all things, including waging battles for Himself if and when the need arises. Nobody, group of persons, or religion has the right to take the life of anybody for views or actions taken that are contrary to his, theirs, or theirs via a barbaric mob action without an option of fair trial in a constituted court if such action violates any known criminal code where and when the need arises. I am happy that for the first time, the government of Kano State rose to the occasion by ensuring that some of the suspects who were involved in the heinous crime were arrested for criminal prosecution. More importantly, my hope for justice for the victims and other potential victims of religious persecution in Nigeria was kindled with the reassuring words from the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, that justice in this case will be done. I make bold to say that the only way Nigeria and Nigerians can be at peace with Nigeria and with each other is if every Nigerian has the freedom to assert his or her citizenship of Nigeria in any part of Nigeria, regardless of his place or circumstance of birth, sex, creed, or religion. God bless and unify Nigeria for the good of every Nigerian and good visitor to Nigeria. Please, if you believe in freedom, total freedom, including religious freedom in Nigeria, share this widely. Share it in the north as widely as possible. And I call on my northern brothers who are Nigerians like me and other Nigerians to rise up so that the suspicion that the rest of Nigeria has against them will lessen, because their silence really bothers a lot of people. God bless Nigeria once again.